Governor Ivey has vetoed a bill that would have allowed third graders to move on to the fourth grade without passing the state literacy test. Lawmakers approved the 2-year delay in the state test after the COVID-19 pandemic interrupted the school year. Governor Ivey says delaying the third grade promotion policy would be hasty and premature. Read more about this veto and the proposal on rocketcitynow.com.